They want to kind of bow down in a way, like, but they're not going to do it if you have low self-worth, and if you don't have the confidence. Like, that's not screaming to the oppressor race, the white supremacy, that you're, on an equal if not better footing. Like, that's the whole trick of white supremacy. They have to make you feel like you're, like you're lower than them, because actually they know that you're better than them, and they're gonna fight with their whole being to make you feel, inferior, because they have to. Like, it's survival for them. Like, they need you to feel low self-worth because they enslaved you for all this time. So if you got your power back today, tomorrow, it'd be a wrap for them, and they know it would be. Like, you can just make the white race feel bad just by coming up in the world and being confident and valuing who you are, yourself, having higher self-esteem. Like, you would basically cripple, like, the white race, I think, worldwide. And that's like the real shit, the real truth. Like, no one's gonna find you sexy or attractive other than you. And once you find yourself sexy and attractive, the whole world will be drawn to you. It's like a magnet effect. You know what I mean? Like, truth be told, like, everybody knows you're like, like the sugar mama, like the honey mama. Like, everybody knows that you have all this abundance and wealth, but do you know you have it? You know what I mean? So you start looking within yourself and cultivating that energy and bringing out your inner light. I'm telling you, man, like, you could just like stop the whole world and command so much for yourself, your race, your whole community. But it starts with you. Black women are the shield. They're the foundation of the family, the black community. It all starts with the black woman. And don't get too wrapped up with these black men, because some, like, they went through it worse with slavery, and a lot of them got demons in them. They got the demon program. So it's like, all you can do for them is like pray for them and just get back into spirituality and start exercising these demons. That's like the real truth. So that's what I want to say about that. Stop coveting this white woman hair. I went through too much in childhood. Like, I'm biracial. I went through too much, like, people lusting and just coveting hair. It's just fucking hair. I get, like, it's like fixated from like hundreds of years, but it's just hair. At the end of the day, it's material, it's physical. It's not a symbol of quality of the person you are, because you could be a shitty person with that straight blonde hair. Like, a lot of them don't have real, true spiritual insights or qualities of soul. Like, you're lusting after the wrong thing. Lust after your beautiful kinky curly hair that's designed after the universe, the spirals of the universe. That's the truth of the universe. The galaxy is the spirals. You guys got that spirals, those kinks. So, like, when you start to value your own hair, then you're gonna see white women wanting to wear afros. You're gonna see people wanting to just like be like you, because like they know you're awesome, but until you know that you're awesome, no one's gonna like validate the truth. It's like, you gotta confirm that for everybody. So that's the real truth. That's the real truth. I went through too much in my childhood of people lusting after my hair. Women in my family getting weaves. Like, on my mom's side is black, but it's just so alienating as a mixed racial child when like people are just not valuing who they are, what they look like, their culture. It's like, I saw the positive in the culture where no one else did, because like of my perspective is just different. So if I can see it, so that means it's like, if you just can find a way to get rid of your slave programming, the slave, mind control, then you can see it too. You can see how positive it is and how awesome. And really, the secret is, white people do like know you're the shit. Like, they just can't tell you. They don't want to tell you, because it will fuck up like their whole paradigm of living. It will just mess everything up. I used to think white people, you fall into that stereotype, white people are smarter. I went out to a white school, and then those jack bunnies, they're so stupid. They're not on the level of intelligence like you think they are. They just speak proper English, or they just speak better American English. That's it, yo. They're dumb as fuck when it comes to math. Like, everybody fails like the first 2 semesters in math and science. So it makes you really think about it. The whole idea of like them being smarter or better is just false. It's just the thing that's holding black people back is the slave programming. It still exists. It gets passed on from generation to generation. That slave programming is still there. You know what I mean? So you got to learn the powers of the mind. You got to learn psychology. You got to learn how to break post-traumatic stress syndromes of the mind. You know what I mean? Because you guys don't know about the states of the mind, and it's still ruining your race and community and family. So that's all they really have on you is 400 years of effective mental slavery programming. That's all it is. MK Ultra. Okay. So that's like 12 minutes about that. Yeah. So speaking more into the truth. Okay, I want to say. Okay, my breakout story. Things that I had to go through that I want to share in terms of wisdom. I'm going to go with right now truth about women and dating. I learned early in life that it's best to go with your own flow and authenticity and intuition, and you shouldn't be trying to front for other people, especially men. You know what I mean? If a man is going to really be down for you, he's going to be down for your personality, like who you are as a person. And that's the truth. I think we women get too caught up in trying to look a certain way. And I'm telling you, this shit doesn't matter. Because I've been in workplaces and guys will fuck ugly fat bitches. They will. They'll have a beautiful woman, a wife. It doesn't matter. Like I heard it being said that if she is available, if women are just easy and open, a lot of times the temptation is too much for these guys. Guys cannot control their sex chakra. They can't control it. It's like the energy gets stuck there. They don't meditate. Like they're not spiritual a lot of times. So what happens if a girl is just easy? She may not be attractive. She might be overweight, but if she's got that confidence, like I'm easy, like guys will screw her, and they'll feel like it's a part of guy culture. Like, you know, it's just honor system. We won't tell we won't tell the wives or the girlfriends, and we'll just do it. And that's what goes on. And it's the majority. It's like majority of men do this. Like you're with someone who's probably not going to be 100% loyal. I had learned that. I had to learn early in the workplace. This goes on. Like men cheat on you at the workplace. They'll lie to you in your face when they come back home. That's the truth. You know, thankfully I've never been caught up in that situation. But it's so surprising how, like, okay, one scenario at one of my jobs, like, you know, guy would be telling me how much he loves his wife. He's Christian. I'm thinking like he's you know, a pretty good guy. And then at the end of the conversation, I'm thinking like he's spiritual, he's a good guy. And then the conversation, he'll be trying to ask me out. I'm like, didn't you just say that you love your wife and you're a Christian? Like, men will try to sleep with anything. Like, you know, not any, but yeah, anything. Like, you don't have to be good looking. Like, if it's available, they'll try to do it. Because it's like, in their mind, it's like brownie points. It's like a culture. It makes them have this, you know, false sense of self-worth and esteem. And a lot of times they can't control their sex chakra. They might just be like really lustful and want to just, as they say, like have sex with a different woman. They get tired of having sex with the same woman. Like, that's how low chakra men are. Like, it's all about, like, you know, are they tired of sleeping with the same woman? Like, they'll sleep with somebody else. And then pretend, because they're attached to you as a girlfriend or wife, they'll still stick with you, but at the same time, they'll cheat on you sexually. So a lot of men are not higher chakra. They're not going to tell you, you know, baby, like, we need to switch it up because I'm getting distant here. You know what I mean? Like, at least you would value some true honesty, some true communication. These guys are not high enough in their chakra consciousness to actually break it down to you like a woman would. So that's what I'm saying. Don't put too much stock in men. There's a lot of women who penis worship men. Like, you should be worshiping yourself. You should be going back to a place. Women are so low right now on the planet. We need healthy self-esteem. Like, it's like all of us. We need more self-worth. And we need to start getting into worshiping ourselves and bringing ourselves back up to at least a balanced point. Because we give men too much. We give them too much of our power. And a lot of times it's undeserved. Most of the time it's undeserved. Not to take any value away from a man, because I feel like a true man is a true man and no one can take that away, but it's very few of them here. You know, very like true men, true responsible men are not going to, you know, treat a woman like that, of course, but it's very few of them. And you know, you don't see that true light out there for the masculine principle. It's just, you know, we just have a sick culture that just keeps perpetuating men to be dogs, basically. So that's what I'm going to say. Like, don't get too high up into makeup and, like, even losing weight. You could be doing all this for somebody else or someone you like. And at the end of the day, they don't have the type of values that you have. They're not genuine. And they're going to cheat on you. It's like, it all comes back to that. Like, lose weight because you want to lose weight. Or wear makeup because you want to wear makeup. Because that's the only person that you should be doing it for. You'll get more satisfaction and more pleasure into doing that for yourself rather than for somebody. You know, it's a huge statistic. If they did statistic, men will probably like be up there. I mean, women cheat too, but it just seems like we all had to get used to this tradition of men cheating, and we shouldn't have to be like that. It shouldn't have to be like that, because it's disrespectful to women to cheat on them. It really is. Okay, other thing I want to say I learned about life. Jennifer Lynn Avery tapes. Okay, so what I learned about life, you have to do work that you love. Money is just paper, it's fake. It's just something that we put around for currency to make everything flow. If you take money away, you would still be doing work. You still be working in the community, because that's how we interact. That's how we survive. We help one another. That's how it is. It's just money is just a fake illusion to say, okay, this is what I'm doing it for, which is wrong. Like, you're doing it because you want to do it. Like, you want to work because you love, you know, you love being helpful. That's the nature of humanity, is that we love to be of service. I just feel like money is like an illusion that the matrix that Satan has put in, just so you can get caught up into false idolatry. That's what it is. And then you're thinking you're doing this for paper instead of your heart. It should be about your heart. Like, do work that you love. Don't be at a job that you don't like. If you forget the money, forget how much a job is paying you. Would you still be there if, okay, like, there was no money system and you're just doing work for enjoyment, just to pass the time? Like, what kind of work would you be doing, and what kind of energy would that job give you? Would it give you a sense of joy? Would it make you feel sustained? Would it fulfill you? You know, what does it make you a better person? Then that's the job that you should do. Forget about the money, because that job that feeds your soul is the true energy. You know, it's going to make you more healthier, it's going to make you more a better person in society, and quite frankly, it saves your soul. You know, you do the work you enjoy, you evolve. You know, you get past your karma. Like, that's the whole point. So I'm gonna say, do the work that you love. There's so many ways to budget and save money, and, you know, with the bills and stuff, it doesn't really have to be so much about how much a job pays you. Don't do it for the materialism, because very early on you get caught up in it. You know, I know I was. It's like I'm just always evaluating what job pays me more, what job pays me more, and then you'll only be looking at stuff that has the higher wages, and it's not a fulfilling life. If I had the mindset that I have now, I would have been like, it would have just been so much easier to do jobs that I enjoy, and to have this flow of like, I'm only gonna do jobs that I enjoy and attract the ones that I want. You know, it saves you so much time here on earth. Okay, so so I figure like the last one, okay, is the real. The last one, okay, my situation. So the only thing else I would probably say about living here in the Matrix is that it's all about karma. It's all about trying to solve, you know, your past actions. If you don't know what they are, you know, you should try to, you know, see a hypnotherapist or psychic, or get in touch with some astrologers, and like really try to find out what things you have to correct here, because that's what it's about, correcting your past karma. And if you don't even know what that is, a good rule of thumb is to work with morality. You know, go with that. You know what I mean? Like, really apply and practice out morality. You can't go wrong there. If you really do it, if you really believe in it, you should. And, you know, just follow that straight through. And this will be a life that you definitely, you know, you get points on. And then you'll be able to keep doing that the next couple lives. It's like you're correcting your karma little by little. That's if you don't know what your karma is. If you do know what your karma is, however, you know, you got to really meditate on the best ways to, you know, unravel the karmic stream. You might have to do something in particular for, you know, a lost relationship or a person, or maybe something for yourself. But you do whatever you need to do to get out of your karma, and to try to understand the game here. We are living in a world that's ruled by demons, and that's the truth. You think about all the people that messed you over were probably demon possessed, and maybe you were a chosen one, like a person of light meant to do something great, and they messed you up on purpose because they didn't want you to shine so much light. Demons don't like us to shine our light. I found out later in life that people are like flickering lights. Sometimes the light will come on and sometimes it won't. It's all based on their emotions. So we're walking on this earth and we're like flickering lights. If you can figure out how to get through your emotions, master your emotions.